Hello, my name is Enrique Huapilla, and this is our project. Our group chose to do the topics of standard of living, and our question that we had came up with was how is people's standard of living affected by their income around the world? What is standard of living is the first thing we got to know. As defined by most, standard of living is the degree of wealth that is available to a person. This means that a low standard of living, people are not living in a comfortable life. If someone's standard of living is good, then that is the opposite. They are living in a good life. They're enjoying their life. They have a comfortable life. What the problem is there with this? People are earning less because of meager enforcements on wage laws. With no enforcement on the laws, employers are taking advantage of their workers, paying them less than what they should be. As a result of low wages, people are living very unjust lives filled with poverty. They're living unjust lives because they're not earning the money that they need. They're getting paid less, and in result, they can't even afford to live a good life. They're barely able to afford housing costs so they can enjoy themselves, and their housing costs sometimes aren't even really housing costs. They're like really terrible. So yeah, why is this a problem? People are not earning enough. The laws are a problem because they're not the people. It is not fair to the workers, and as a result, people's standard of living is not where it should be at. So people are working hard, but however they are being paid maybe below wage as some countries, and this affects them a lot because they can't afford, as I said, they can't afford good housing. Another problem is class separation. The wealthy will always have a better standard of living. Again, the rich people will always be at the top. They will never have to worry about the money. They will always live a good life throughout their life. Um, while the poor do not have much funds to help them succeed. So the poor cannot have a good standard of living. They can't afford to live good. And they do not have much help funds. They don't have much funds. In some countries, they don't have enough funds to help them succeed in life. For example, they might not have better schools, good technology, and all other kinds of stuff that the rich do, which is the top class. And my solution is to create a socialist world. Now the cons, which everybody may know, is that there's corrupt governments. There's places like North Korea that will never, ever will agree to a socialist society because they are their own. They want to be their own, and they're mistreating their people. And there's other corrupt governments that like the United States. That probably would take many years for them to become a socialist society, maybe even never, because there's people that are greedy, that want money, and it's mostly the people within the corrupt governments, because they only work for what they work. They work for their hours, for their money, and they're not gonna want to share that. And also, another con is that even if we create a socialist government or world, there's the geographically differences around the world won't allow for good standard of living everywhere. For example, in the United States, some places are very hot, and the people sometimes suffer because of the weather. Same thing goes with Alaska. They're in a worse standard of living because it's too cold. But the pro is that everybody has the same standard of living. There's no classes. Everybody lives the same. Nobody can whine about, oh, they have a better stuff. And one of my partner's solution was to create more laws. Like, for example, currently there are no laws in place, but they are not enforced properly in all countries. They are in place, but they're not being enforced in countries. Proposed make even bigger penalties for the corporations that choose not to enforce their laws. Give them fines so that they will enforce those laws, and if they get caught, to give them fines. And this is my bibliographer This is my citation. And yeah. So guys, as you can see, I messed up at the very beginning, but I'm gonna edit that out because I can't say bibliography. I don't know. I'm stupid. In fact, I don't even know how I'm in the smart class. So yeah, this is why I couldn't upload that much videos, because of this presentation. 1,250 word essay, another 600 word essay, and other stuff. So yeah.